Hello, my name is Charles Amadi Matricula 2021-0856. As part of our second partial exam, computer forensic, I want to share with you about CAME forensic. CAME forensic, first of all, it's a computer-aided investigative environment. It is a forensic tool that stands for computer-aided investigative environment. As I mentioned earlier, it is an open source Linux-based forensic platform designed for digital forensic and incident response investigations. CANE aims to provide investigators with comprehensive set of tools and user-friendly interface to perform a wide range of forensic tasks. The objectives of CANE forensic tool, it's a digital forensic. It is also an incident response tool and also a data recovery tool. Inside, for example, let me share with you, this is CANE forensic GUI, and right here we find numerous applications. For example, if we go to menu bar, here we'll see all kind of tools. We have programming tools, we have office tools, we have internet tools, we have graphic education accessory, and also we have forensic tools. In forensic tools, there are lots in analysis forensic. We have data analysis, we have disk analysis, we have hash, malware, memory forensic, mobile forensic, and network forensic, etc. For example, let me share with you about one of the tools integrated in CANE forensic. For example, we have quick hash. If we open our quick hash tools, for example, first of all, quick hash is an open source hashing tools which is available for Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems. If you're a security conscious person or want to verify file integrity, etc., for example, backup, you must be aware of hashing. For example, in hashing, we have a hash value. A hash value is an alphanumerical sharing calculated by an algorithm which determines the integrity of a file. Every file has a hash value, and it is unique for each file. For example, most common usage of hash cross-verify them with the value given on the download page of digitally distributed content. Software, for example, Android or apps, etc. So this quick hash GUI, it's quite simple. It is a tab bar, as you all can see here. Let me enlarge it. It's a text. It's quite simple though. So there is a sidebar which passes across all the screen, and it has an algorithm. Here the algorithm, we have MD5, we have SHA-1, we have SHA-3, we have SHA-256, and the rest of them. This shows computer total RAM as well. And if you select any of the 5 algorithms here, the most important, MD5, SHA-1, SHA-256, and SHA-512, and hash 332, for example, and quick hash will compute the corresponding value of the hash. For example, in this tab we have a text algorithm to this test. It has its own hash value. Let's say you can use the test tab to type or paste some text and see its value displayed in the field and in the bottom here. This tab has 2 buttons. Okay, so which can be used to convert each case of the test. It makes it uppercase and lowercase, and you can also configure the application hash test or entire file line by line. For example, here if I write my name Charles Amadi, So, and I selected SHA-1. Okay, so if you take a close look at this tab here, you will notice that we have a hash value. So this is how you can hash your test file. Also, you can next is the file, to hash a file. For example, you can use the select here. You can use the select and button to tap the navigate to choose file. Let's say we go to picture, we have a file there, exam1, we select, for example. As you can see, we have a hash value. So with this file hash, you can choose to hash any file, and you can copy and paste the hash value from developer's website on the expected hash value field. And if both values are same, quick hash will display a message saying that it's a match. So you can switch the case of the checksum from lower to upper using the options above. Here you can, there are options here. You can choose if you want the uppercase or lowercase. You can choose it from here. So we also have files. So in this section, this tab will enable this tab lets compute hash for all files in the folder, including sub folders, but you can optionally disable that. You can set the wildcard using the file types and options to only only type file options to only compute values also of the files in the defined formats. Okay, so even if an option to work with hidden folders, which can be useful if you are checking their system directory. So here, for example, we can select folders. Let's go to document folder. We have evidence file. Let's select evidence1, for example. It's not selecting. Well, let's go back to picture. What's wrong? Okay, so now I selected folders. As you can see, we have hash values for these separate files, evidence1 and evidence2. So as we can see, we have a hash value. So, and how many, and the file size as well. In this case, we have 111.34 kilobytes. So we also have a copy. We also have a copy hash, which you can this is very useful option when you are transmitting data. It use the left pane here. For example, you can select, we can go to home and select we can go to home and go to Kane, and in Kane we can choose a document, for example, and now we select destination. Let's say the destination, we can also go to home and go to Kane, and sorry, let me adjust the video. So right here we can go to for example picture. Let's copy it to picture, then we go. So as you can see, the hash is completed. So if we go to for example, we go to a picture, as you can see, we have a file from home which we just transferred, and we also have the hash algorithms. So we also have the hash algorithms, and the other one, and compare two files. So here, quick hash GUI can be used to compare hash values of two files, and you can just need to select the two files and use to compare now button to see the results. So for example, let's select file from here, and here we select another file, and we click on start time. You can program time, but right now we click on compare now. So as we can see, is a match, so which is a good thing. And also we have our compare to folders hashing algorithms, which we can, and this is similar to the compile file, but in this case this is to compare folders. So but used to result of a comparison can be saved in a test if you use the log result of options. In other one, we have our disk and base 64. So in this case, we want to if we want to check the entire disk hash, you can do this with program, but in Windows version you can only run SHA-1 algorithm to check physical disk, and you also need to run a program which demonstrates administrators privilege. Sorry, Quick Cache GUI can also be used to encode base 64 data from files. So Quick Cache GUI is a portable application, and it supports 34 bits and 64 bits. So which we can use to do a lot of our hashing tasks. So from here, I'll end my presentation, and thank you for your time.